In our last session, chaos resumed within the complex that was to be the temple to the merfolk gods, as the party continued to wage battle against a reluctant Myron Vosk. Alara controlled the power of water back and forth to ensure the party did not start drowning as well, while Rosa found herself blasted into unconsciousness, and Verity took to the battle in earnest. Verity cut down Myron Vosk, after which his body started to react very strangely, and Jace sounded a warning for everyone to get out of there. Despite the warning, Verity and Sile still insisted on trying to get the merfolks out, while Rosa ran ahead of the group to try and activate the teleportation circle, and Alara continued to manipulate the water around and keep Rosa up. When Myron Voss spams turns upright and Verity's protection spell instead causes his head to disfigure and contort into what can only be kindly described as tentacles, things went south pretty fast. This was some kind of a possession, perhaps, but something far worse as well than what the original was. A scream from the changed Myron Voss causes heads of the unconscious merfolk to explode and start to rise as well. And between a panicked escape between Verity and Sile pulling each other out and getting out of there, Alara redoubles her assault back to free Sile from a telekinetic grasp. Burks joins in to fulfill his duties as a guide last moment, barring whatever hesitations he has. And as soon as the group is out through the portal, Nerif, Sony, and Moment, who are waiting for them, collapse it to ensure whatever it is does not follow. Alara gives a sending to the Mercy Killer representative Alison Nelicia to inform them that Myron Vosk has been found with a certain degree of questioning, and as to where they might try and regroup and meet them. Alicion replies that she will come to Tazim herself for confirmation and directives. There seems to be more to this story than is taking place. The group tries to hide over the teleportation circle. Jace is not reachable by sending, and Burks and Mormont return to Tazim through teleportation stones for the time being, while the rest of the group, who are presumably not fugitives, will check out Tazim itself, Seagate. This is where the session begins for today. So I'll let you all decide who wants to do whatever first.
We can
Hello?
do Tazim first.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do Arkham first with Moment and Burks.
Yep, your call.
Yeah.
Can do anything because then we can go shopping.
Okay then. Let's see where I pop up first.
All right. So where was the other teleportation stone left last time?
With Tia?
Yes, so the teleportation stone is guarded by Tia, but it's in the main room. So she'll keep checks on it regularly.
In that case, Burks and Moment teleport to the room that was previously occupied by the Soratami before, the big room. Because Tia does move around.
Okay, so now we landed in the room, right? Doesn't seem like it's been occupied by other people. No.
Well, it seems to be occupied by someone, or looking at the amount of pink decor around, someone trying very hard to be someone else.
I squint a little bit. All right. I guess that might be Tia. Hopefully it is. I'm gonna.
Hey, I'll use this for music today.
Okay. Okay. I want to gingerly open the door and hopefully I don't startle anyone outside and just peek out first.
You look around, the corridor is empty,
Mhm.
though it seems to be a lovely morning.
Mhm.
I mean, lovely morning as in indoors, warm, away from the weather of Akaum itself.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
You can hear like lively chatter and conversation from the living room.
I forgot to ask. We don't have windows in our room just now, right?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
People do not want a view.
No, I'm just trying to see if there's any way to see what's the weather outside for a calm weather today. Okay, I'm just gonna tell Berks. Okay, so we are back here. If you want to relax, you want to end your.
Brooks goes over to the nearest. Well, he goes over to the bed, sees that it's bright pink, and then just goes over to the floor and lies down.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave him there and close the door behind, and walk my way down the steps like I have been here for a while.
Right? Nobody. There are few heads turn to regard you and return back to their own business.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm still in disguise. I'm just gonna sit down in the bar in front and see if Mr. Bartender is still here.
Yep, Sachir is there.
Okay.
He takes a moment to squint at you. Welcome back, moment.
Uh, I see that my disguise doesn't face people anymore. I'm back.
Now,
Well,
I'm more familiar with you than you think. So,
oh,
how's it go?
it's been a rough week. Was it week? Time flies actually when I was there. Was it a week or was it like months? How long?
Wasn't exactly keeping track. Was I supposed to?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just hoping someone would.
It's been at least a few days.
Sounds reasonable. Can you give me one L? I really need some drink.
Right, he passes a drink over and resumes his business.
Oh, Searcher. Have you met that weird looking lady that was with us that with goggles and whatnot?
Yeah.
Chandra.
Oh, Chandra, yeah.
Is she still here?
He thinks a bit. Last I saw her, remember how she was all up and about to go and try and reach the teeth of a cow and talk to some sage or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think she caught wind that he was back here and went to see him, and that's the last I heard of her. Maybe she found her answers.
That's what I'm afraid of, but okay. Did did she just go on her own or did she ask for guidance?
Of course, she went on her own.
Okay. Alright then. I'll try to look for her in the meantime. Oh, by the way, here's. I assume that this L is still the same price, 2 silver, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I drop down to two silver. It's like, there. Thank you. And then he finish his drink and move outside and see if he can search around and find Chandra. First of which would be the what you call the
Liaison office.
yeah, the liaison office. Suddenly forgot the name, but yes, that's the place. Where we met the infamous. Where's my NPC list? Infamous. I knew one, right? If I'm not wrong. First
Yeah.
time we met him. Yeah, I'm going to see if anyone is there.
Okay, you head over to liaison. Well, actually, you open the door
Mhm.
and you find it's raining outside, slick with oil and wet again.
And then I was like, not again. God damn it. Ah. Well, shit. You know what? Just because I'm really frustrated and need. I remember the distance here in a liaison office. How far is it? The distance.
At least several minutes.
But what if I use dimension door? Does that reach? Because dimension door, it's very far.
Do you know?
I went there a few times already. I should know the location. I've seen the place.
Okay. You're gonna detour right into the building or what?
Might as well just walk. God damn it! I will detour to in front of the building and knock anywhere. I'm still gonna get wet. I'm gonna. and this time I do not have my hat. Great. And then I just walk out.
Within seconds, you are thoroughly caked in oil and grime and dripping, and your clothes weighs 5 times as much and clings to you like a second skin. The rain continues to go everywhere, and it is probably fortunate that you're like not a conventional living person. I'll be very uncomfortable.
Yes, indeed.
You trudge your way through this and reach the liaison office.
Mm-hmm.
And as fate would have it, the liaison office appears to be closed. There are no lights visible. The door is visibly locked, and there were never any windows to begin with. So it's just a closed building that seems dark and quiet.
I just give a few knocks before I do anything stupid. Knock, knock, knock.
No response.
I look around, see if there's any. Last time I heard there were fire and some broken down walls, if I'm not forgotten. And last time we were here, they were fighting with like rats and stuff. So I'm gonna see if the wall is fixed or something like that. It has been a few days.
Okay, you head around to the back, and it would seem that there's been some hasty brickwork, and the wall there is sealed over, because otherwise the rain would just get in, and there's not much point of an office or store after that.
But you said wood, right? Hastily covered.
No, not wood, stonework.
Oh, stonework.
But like you can see that like clearly this stone is not clearly this stone is not part of the original set, so someone shoved stone in to block it up.
Oh, so it's like they shoved stone, but they didn't like make a wall. So they are just stones protruding just to cover the place up, is it? Like they stack a lot of.
No, it's not like step. As in, they filled up the wall with like other pieces of stone and all that.
Okay, so I assume there will be no gaps to look in since there.
No gaps to look in, but it's not exactly like completely airtight or whatever.
I don't have those stupid spell with mist transformation. I'm not gonna disturb this place then. I think I'll come back and after a short rest. I'm gonna while walking back to the what point again? The inn.
Compass point.
Compass point, yeah. Well, while I was walking back to compass point, I'm just gonna look around, see if the rats are still around sniffing.
Look around for rats.
Yeah. Not just cranium rats, but just all types of rats if they are still sniffing around. But I'm gonna walk to compass point as well. I'm not stopping here. Yeah, I will not stop for anything weird. I'm just keeping an eye out. First roll of the day, that's a 13.
You don't see any rats around cranium or otherwise.
Okay.
The
Uh,
oil ranges blankets everything thickly.
right, I forgot about it. Right. I'm gonna go to the compass points, open the door, stand just outside the door, and just prestige myself so that I don't like stain the wooden the stone floor that is in the compass point. So I'm prestiging myself.
Okay. Akshay looks back up at you again. Found what you're looking for.
Empty.
Well, didn't I thought the last thing I heard was Varuska got the boot, and someone else new is supposed to be working there. So
Well, I knocked and nobody is answering, and it's pretty dark. I don't see light, so I'm not sure.
I guess they haven't started or something.
I don't want to like use weird thing and jump in and then scare them if they are in there. So I just might as well wait it out until maybe tomorrow, or maybe if the rains stop today, hopefully.
Right. Anything else you need?
Oh, by the way, what's the situation of the room fees? Are we past due or we still have days?
His eyes roll back towards his skull for a moment and says, "Well, someone I completely don't recognize has booked up the large room for another week."
But we were there. Who brought it? Who booked it up?
Moment, learn to read between the lines.
Oh right, I forgot that there was one people. Oh right, right, right. I remember who. Okay, thank you. How about the other separate room and the one that Brooks and I used to stay in?
Those are well, one of them's occupied by someone else at the moment. One's still available.
Okay. Oh,
Why you're thinking of renting the couple suite?
now I'm thinking of letting Burke sleep in that room without anyone disturbing him. You know what? I'm just gonna get that room sort out here. How much is the room again? I'm just gonna pay for it. I'm gonna ask Burks to stay there so that nobody will disturb him if he wants to for a day.
Okay, let me remember. It wasn't cheap.
It wasn't cheap, I know. I have the gold.
Okay, it's 2 GP a night.
Oh, okay. That's okay. We'll pay 2 GP and for tonight. For tonight.
Right.
I think
Anything
that
else you're doing, or we are moving on?
I think we are moving on, but I'm going to take a rest to visit my good mistress, the Raven Queen.
Okay. You do your ritual. Anything different from the usual ritual?
Nope.
Right. So you do your ritual and sink into the void that is not quite as you remember. The inky tendrils of darkness spreading before you like a vast canvas. Feathers and ink. Trails upon ropes. What do you do in this silence?
Wait. What's different? Like, wait. Let me change something for a moment over there. Yes, and then 8 over here. So inky, it's still the same inky dark void that I'm familiar with, right? The area.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look up and says, Mistress, there is some odd phenomenon just happened.
There's a sudden flash in the landscape as the tendrils of darkness and feathers go jagged for an instant. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Okay. Just normal 10.
Let's see. Uh, from the jagged feathers, like a fan of feathers emerges to block over you and brush you back.
Mm-hmm.
And you find yourself broken out of the trance as you return back to the room.
This doesn't bode well. Okay. I'm gonna ask ask Berg to sleep in the last room. I'm gonna take hour short rest in the in the room that I paid, and then I'm going to then I'll move towards the big room. But that's all for now. I'm gonna give it to the other team.
Okay. Move to the other group.
Mm-hmm.
Back in Tazim.
Well, you haven't reached Tazim yet, but do you want to do anything before going back?
Yeah, like we are outside when we hide the television circle, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It's
as-
a beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
day.
yes, I'm just asking, is this like a planescape or like a foresty place? Because Jorian is still a thing.
Largely coastal, tall grass, tall grass, some rocks here and there.
So actually
Not
you can see
many
very
trees.
far away.
There's tall grass though.
After certain radius, we can't really see far then. Tall grass. How tall? Like as tall as us?
Nobody's ever cut it.
Oh, that can be really tall.
Yeah. So once you get off the platform to the grass, Rosa will disappear.
What?
Try to.
Hey, I'm still here by the
She's
way.
got.
I'm
Okay,
still here
Rosa.
by the way. I'm
Very
gonna
well.
hold on to someone's cape. Very discreet will do.
Very few ask Rosa.
Rosa, you're good. Are you good at tracking people's footsteps and such?
This close to the ground? Yeah, I think so.
I'm just wondering because it hasn't been too long since Jorian left the teleportation circle. I'm wondering if you could find if she's going to the city.
Well, assuming that she came out this way.
Yes, because she did, from what we felt.
Well, since since the grass is tall and like totally no one has ever cut it, so I would assume that
Okay.
being
This
trampled by
depends.
feet would be very easy.
Let me think about it. Okay, so you try and look
easy.
for her with the grass, is it?
Yeah, the grass and the ground.
Yeah. If she runs
Okay.
fast, chances are she
just
disappears.
Give me a survival
Yeah.
check.
Survival. Let's see. Oh wait, hang on. Wrong sheet. Okay, this should be okay. It's a +7. Yes,
Oh, nice.
nice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Rosa, you head over to the tall grass, start brushing some of them aside to check out the roots and the ground near them. Which seems seems to be fairly. The ground seems somewhat moist. And looking around, you cannot seem to find any disturbed grass or mud.
That's hot. I don't think she can swim, can she? Is there any body of water nearby?
You're at the platform. You are looking over to the other side. Is the ocean itself. You're by the coast.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell them that I don't. It doesn't seem like anyone else has come here before us. I don't know if she could have jumped into the sea and made off that way.
That is true. They are merfolks. They swim better than running, I think. I'm not very sure.
He just saying,
Well, I think we should head back to the city, see if Jace is okay. We haven't heard back from him.
Indeed, he did save us quite a bit.
yeah. And after that, Verity would just check on Sayo and see if he's okay, like closely.
So this is what it feels like to dream. Is it?
So
I'm gonna look at him weird.
Getting up from something falls into something.
Do you remember? Or are you really bad, sir?
He has this very hopeful voice.
What do you say? Sorry.
Are you really back, Sayo? Do you remember everything?
So can you repeat that?
Are you really back, Sayo? Do you remember everything?
I'll sit over here. Might be clear.
I think so.
Yeah, he's just checking.
It seems strange, like there's mist disappearing from my head, and there are all kinds of things that seem solid a moment ago but are evaporating.
Well, I'm just good.
I'm still trying to figure out how much of it is mist.
I'm not sure how long you've been in there, but you surviving, I'm just very glad. Did you manage to find out more while you were there? Because according to
That part
notes,
is mist at the moment.
I see.
That part is mist for me.
I see. Well, take your time and think about it slowly, I suppose. For us, we have forgotten about the 6 days that we were here as well. We've been away for 6 days.
Or just like trails off.
Not sure what we have done at the time.
He glances over to Tazim, like in the direction, and goes, "Well, it's not on fire or burning or rioting, so I suppose that's better than I can say of Sigil with 6 days."
Yeah, I suppose. I'm just wondering if the whole mind thing, the control of the aberration, has lifted off everyone's mind. Maybe we can only check it out.
He looks at the others. What do you remember?
Well, we found catacombs, and we fought someone who didn't want to admit he was a vampire, and then apparently he wasn't
Wait, out of character,
anymore.
do we remember everything? Yes, right? Because of
I
Jace.
think we remember.
Which means intelligence check.
Do we all do that?
Intelligence
Yes.
check.
Okay.
Like, remember what we did during the time when we're not there?
Natural 20.
Wow.
Every single
What is
thing.
this?
It's 2020.
The Lord remembers everything.
Oh, that is so
I'm
very...
okay, I suppose.
Okay,
What is this?
Sweet.
Tony, you remember something about a banquet hall and that's it?
No,
Yeah.
Sony wasn't even there for the banquet hall.
Oh wait, so are we not even remembering when we get out from the temple?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, let me see. Sony remembers singing and interior decorating.
Yes, indeed.
Rosa remembers archaeology.
Ew.
Verity remembers finding a fugitive. Like he remembers Myron Vosk.
Does he remember the aberration?
After there, like you remember aberration, but you cannot draw it now.
Oh, okay. But he remember most of the things that happened. Just I can't remember the aberration.
Like if someone needed you to draw things down, you have difficulty, but you can more or less still say things.
Okay.
Nerif remembers most things except trivial details.
Okay. Alara remember everything with crystal clear clarity. It's not even like you get disadvantage. No, I'm 2020,
it's
yo.
Straight up 2020 vision.
What was that?
Alara just funneled everything from Sony.
That's true. It's like all your memories. Alara is going to touch base with everybody, go through the sequence of events and see where everybody sort of left off. And then once she's cleared off everything, she's gonna go.
Okay, Alara, you do find amongst your comrades, it's like they're already starting to fill in gaps in memory with things that like seem to make more sense or like covering trivial details kind of thing.
Then I
How
turn
much
around.
does Zaya remember from before he met us?
Yeah, I mentioned that Sile was working with the merfolk and telling us what to do.
So that part is missed to me.
I see.
Well,
Because like
In your note, you say we left you behind so they can find more information. When you remember us, you did came in with like urgency about some information.
Is it still important right now?
It might be. I'm not sure what information you have.
somebody mentioned that you followed a woman out.
Yes, a lady with glowing green eyes.
Roll me a d20 for Sayo.
Go, Birdie, go.
16. Come on.
Sayo thinks a bit. Tieflings have like a bonus to intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sayo thinks a bit and says, she seems suspicious, so I followed her. Can't remember the exact details, but that's how I got to the temple.
Do you remember what she looks like?
I just keep remembering green eyes.
Would you be able to identify her if you see her?
I think as long as everyone's keeping an eye out for green eyes, you would be able to.
All right.
Wait, hang on, Sayal. When you followed her, does that mean you followed her with her knowing? Did she invite you, or were you stalking her?
She invited me.
Oh,
Or rather, I talked to her as if I was interested, and she invited me.
I
She
see.
got you into the temple.
What
Yes.
exactly was the invitation?
Okay, so you're, okay, you're starting to move on.
Yes.
All right.
Mainly because
that-
there's a concern that 3 of them are at very low health, are battered and bruised.
All right. Then, like, Rosa's voice just emerges from somewhere in the grass.
In the grass. Holding on
Rarity,
to her cape.
Rarity offers to piggyback Rosa if she is willing.
I don't really, but I guess I can, from that vantage point, I can help us find a way.
That's
Pretty tall
true.
grass here.
Yes, I think that'll help.
Alright, I'll do that.
Survival.
And I'm gonna climb on top.
Yay,
And so he's
piggyback
gonna
was
go,
up.
that looks so fun.
Anyway,
I haven't
this
had
will be the
anyone
sound-
piggyback
this
me
will
for
be
a
the
while.
soundtrack for Tanzeen for now.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
Soon he's gonna remember about Suvrak because she sees Rosa being piggybacked. Like, oh, that's fun.
I turn around and I look at my comrades who are injured and I'm like, are you all feeling okay? You took quite a beating.
You know, that's like the cleric's question after every fight where people are at 3 HP but start looting and looking around and all that.
It's like,
I could be better.
I mean, technically, Sile is full, but Birdie's like super beaten up.
yeah, okay.
Wait, did we short rest? No, right?
We
We
can't
did.
short
Yeah,
rest.
okay.
Yeah, we can't short rest.
We can't short rest
Yeah.
anymore. We have
It's
no
not-
more.
Yeah.
What do you mean we have no more short rest?
I mean,
guys
you
out of
can.
hit dice.
We
I
short
have-
rested a few. I think we short rested one. We can only do it once.
Okay.
No,
I thought
We
we
can do
short
it
rest
many times. It's just that
It's
we
just that-
don't have hit dice.
Like if you run out of hit dice, then you can't recover.
And it's not really safe for a short rest.
Yeah, I was thinking it's not safe here. Okay, let's go on. So I'm gonna help us navigate DM.
Alright, no roll required. You can clearly
Okay.
see the big massive Seagate wall as you start walking.
We head back.
It's beautiful.
As you move along, you do encounter some native fauna, which seems to be some variety of shaggy wild aurochs on the grass fields that they just like start walking away from you as you approach. Oh.
Eat the cows.
Aw. Very cute.
Or rock.
They are large cows.
Delicacies.
Tasty cows.
Let's not.
Well, ideally we should have some better place to stay than sharing rooms with other people, to be honest, especially when it comes to moving back and forth
That is
to a
true.
calm.
Alright, you arrive back at Seagate and after a while, and you find it seems surprisingly business as usual. People carrying on with their routine lives, no sign of panic or concern anywhere. The guards are patrolling the walls, checking the ballista and making sure things are prepared in case of some kind of a random assault or whatever. And the tower, the library is still and calm.
Once we reach the hotel, the inn, I'm going to go to the
What do you mean
barkeep,
hotel? There are no hotels in Zendikar.
the central inn, the
Faction.
unaffiliated.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the bar and speak to the bartender.
Okay, let me...
It's the. What's the name of the place?
I have forgotten.
Hayloft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Hey, Lo.
Hayloft.
Hey, Lefoft. Do we have a name for the bartender?
Hey.
No, right?
So the Hayloft is in a merry state as usual. People, there are little performers doing their acts near the ceiling from the hanging spots while people eat and cheer and drink and sing in the common room itself. Smells of food abound, smells of cheap wine and ale as well. And there doesn't seem to be a concern in sight.
Ah, no concern. Lovely.
That is actually good. Verity is happy that people are not panicking or stuff. Oof.
Right. Now, do we know where Jace is?
We go back
No,
to the
we
place
don't.
where we rented the house. I mean, rented the room. The dorm.
Jace is persona
We last
non
saw him
grata
there.
assuming you head up to the room that you were sharing with like 20 other people,
Yep.
well, you see about like 6 or 7 people sleeping there at the moment. Well, it's gone through a change, like people have shifted in and out and all that. There's no sign of Jace anywhere, just people sleeping.
None of them looks like Jace, right?
No.
Well, I'm not sure if you can. I don't know if is Narif able to detect magic or something. I'm not sure.
Magic?
Yeah,
Use magic?
he might use magic.
I can use a detect magic ritual. I don't have it prepared.
Yeah, if that is okay,
Very well, I will do so.
because Verity is concerned.
I don't think a man just emanates magic.
Okay, so while this 10 minutes is going on, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm speaking to the bartender.
Yes, hello, can I help you? And
yeah.
he's like juggling 5 customers at the same time.
I'll have an ale, please.
Here you go,
Apparently-
that's 2 coppers.
I give 2 coppers. Apparently there was some kind of kerfuffle at the library. Do you know anything about that?
Don't really mix with library folk. They don't really come in here anyway.
Any guards?
What was you say again?
Any guards? Because that was quite a ruckus.
Guards come in from time to time, but we are not really on the required to know basis list.
Alright. I take a sip and then I look around. Do I recognize any fellows in the bar?
Well, you do see 2 off-duty Sea Watch members at the moment.
Are
One is a
they
merfolk, one is a human.
are they anyone that what's her name sort of pointed to us? The police boss lady, I forgot her name. What is her name?
Oh, you
Where
mean
is-
like the lady of the military? Not military, the watch.
The nice woman.
The nice lady.
Which, the nice lady? You mean the watch lady?
Yes.
The nice one who is
That's
nice
me.
to us.
Tazri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it anybody from Tazri's team?
Well, you know there's a sign in case you need to check, but otherwise, like they look like normal Sea Watch members.
I do the sign to see if there's any communique.
They do glance at you a bit strangely, and eventually the one of them gets something that was like, something the matter?
Do you have any news from out of character? Was she lieutenant, officer, or just officer? Officer.
She's an
right?
officer.
Officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any news from Officer Tazri about the object?
But what?
Object? The thing that we got from the temple?
The iron
The
golem
helmet?
head.
The golem?
The head. Yeah, the golem head.
Sorry, we are off duty at the moment. Is this urgent?
No, not really. We're just supposed
They
to
do
speak
look quite
before.
confused.
Don't worry about it. Here I throw another 4 copper and then I buy them a drink. Have ales on me.
Thank you.
Minus 6 copper. There's nothing else interesting going on, right? There's nobody looking for missing armor.
No, things seem to have died
there any-
down.
If fugitive posters up.
No.
I'm gonna take a step outside and just observe for 10 minutes.
Okay, what's Alara observing for?
She's looking for any officers running around, looking for anybody interesting, like normal police work. So she should be able to spot a bunch of policemen just going, okay, we need to go find this guy, but do it discreetly. And what else? Looking to see if the guy she impersonated is just skulking around looking like he's in a bad mood because he lost his armor. That's it.
You did get rid of his armor, right?
Yes, it is. It should be technically in the room because we left immediately after. Like, I don't think
You mean Gerald's armor?
Jared, yeah.
What?
But the armor wasn't in the room when you looked or anything. You don't see Jared around. And roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. That is a 16.
Okay, I'll get back to Alara.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Sony, Rosa, and Verity, what are you doing?
Tony's gonna hang out with Nere. She's gonna probably ramble about like what happened to Nere,
Are
who
you
is.
disturbing his ritual casting?
I think he's used to it by now. He's like, okay, And Sony doesn't expect any replies, so she just rambles on.
Okay. So next, Rosa.
Rosa, don't really have anything for her to do. You can do Verity first.
Verity?
Okay. He's going to in a dorm, right? He's going to find like the quieter corner that is not too conspicuous.
There's no quieter corner that's conspicuous or whatever.
Because you said people are like sleeping and resting and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, as in like there's nowhere you can really stealth check if someone's awake.
Yeah, I suppose just
It's a 20 man room. There's no angles left even for the edgiest people.
It's alright. I mean, do we still have the room booked?
Yes.
Not sure. I mean, like people don't really book. They just pay and come and sleep, whatever.
So there are beds available, right?
More like bed rolls on the ground, not beds.
Okay, yeah.
It's
sure.
not a classy place. People just comes. It's just a place for people to rest and go again.
Yeah, so this entire inn is just there is no quiet place.
Not really.
Okay. Where can we ask Sayo to rest? And he's going to like get off the inn.
Saya will continue following Verity around.
Shouldn't you like stay close so when I finish my ritual you can direct
He's
me
just
where to
outside the
go?
inn, not like inside,
Right.
It's 10 minutes ritual.
Yes.
Okay. Right, you go outside the inn and join Alara outside. What do you do?
He remembers the back alley that he first woken up, right?
Yeah.
It was just behind the inn. It's just at the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So behind the wall, I think it's not that noisy right now.
Right.
Okay. Rocky just look at Saya and say,
I'll have to see someone for a while.
Right. Saya continues following.
and he just get to like a quieter place, and he's going to focus on his necklace. And he will focus his mind to find and try to communicate with his father, which is his angelic guide. But I think outside, Sayo just see Verity's eyes just glow, but not looking at anyone. It's just like a glass sort of look.
Okay, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wrong one. It's an 18.
18. Okay, describe how you usually start your contact.
So usually he will arrive. His mind will just go blank, and then he arrive in like a place that is sort of twilight-ish, white place. So usually he'll just meditate and sit and try to focus on getting his father's attention, I suppose, like a connection.
Okay, you listen into a quiet place, and as you try and meditate to get the attention of your father, and there's a strange sensation about you. Like you could have sworn normally you don't leave shadows in this place. Usually it's
Oh.
just like a more vast white and a bright light around you.
Yep.
This time there are shadows. And then suddenly the radiance pulses, glowing brighter and brighter, driving the shadows off. And a familiar voice returns to you. Verity, child, you are not completely alone.
Verity looks.
Speak quickly.
And then Verity will say,
We have faced an aberration of. I can't explain it, perhaps.
can I still remember like its tentacles at least? Shape of it. Now I can't draw it, but can I still remember it's like a tentacly shape?
Appearance-wise, no, but you can describe other aspects of it.
We have faced what assumed to be a vampire, but from within, an aberration of darkness and something that grips everyone's mind appeared. I can't remember the shape of it, but it took 4 innocents with it that I was trying to save. I'm not sure if I'm going down the right path, and how do I strengthen myself to face such entity of great power?
Okay. As you describe it, part of what Alara was babbling starts to come back. You may make me an intelligence saving throw to try and remember more.
Okay. It's a joke.
Okay. You remember your friend gave you more details, but they escape you at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, he tries his best to describe it, but from him he just remembers there's something that's grabbing people. And
When the 4 innocent merfolk die, their head, I remember they just explode, and creatures came out from within their head as well.
Verity, child, you try to save them, and that is what matters. They are evils that cannot be surmounted so easily.
But it's outside still, and we don't know where it is.
It knows you. It seeks you. I have repelled its presence for now.
Is it possible to vanquish such evil?
Good always triumphs in the end.
Do you know if everyone is freed of his grasp for now? I'm not sure. Everyone seems to not mind anything.
You have struck it a blow. It retreats, it watches, it waits.
I see. Do you know about the 3 ancient evils that I've learned from anyone. And the Carabinos entity. Are you aware of
You
that?
will be ready when the time comes. Farewell, my child.
Verity will
And the
just
light starts withdrawing.
nod and respectfully and wait for it to go.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah, I kind of figured, unlike the patron, like time with the father is a bit limited.
Yeah. But it's good. Like he get to
Because it should not be as good as contact other plane or something.
yeah, but it's still good. So he
So
just
you return back to Sile looking at you saying, did you find what you needed?
Verity will just take a deep breath and he looks around and say,
The people here are safe. That is good.
then he just like puts a hand on Sayo's shoulder and just like
I'm glad you're back.
Was it useful?
yeah, it was useful. And then he'll like return to the
Alright.
dorm.
Nerif, you complete your detect magic ritual. There's only Sony next to you.
Where to go? Do I see anything around me?
Nerif, you detect that at least one of the sleeping people has magic about their person. Not worn out openly, but that's about all the magic you detect here.
I see. I know the sleeping person is not Jace, right?
Doesn't look like him.
Alright, I guess I'll walk around the rest of the inn and then I'll head outside. I'll ask Sony. Sony, do you know where Verity went?
Well, wait, didn't Verity go back in? Well, Sony wouldn't realize anyway, but she'll follow you out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Verity will come back in after that.
Yes, and I'll check out the interior of the inn to see if we missed anything or if anything stands out.
Right. So you look down the inn itself. Yeah, there's pings of magic here and there about the inn. Like it seems like quite a few people have a bit of magic about their person.
Mhm.
No Jaces though. And as for Alara, looking around outside, things seem calm for the time being. The officers seem to be doing their usual routine. No one running back and forth.
Okay. I go back in. I get a spot for my gang to hang out in. Probably a table in time for. Is it past lunch? What time is it?
Yeah, past lunch.
Okay, but we haven't eaten anything, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a spot and then arrange for lunch because we all need to sit down and talk.
Okay. As you approach table, like some people start looking in directions like, did you take a swim?
Something like that.
Strange time to swim. Anyway, they go back to their own business.
I sit down, and as my friends start milling in, I'm gonna pull them to the table or usher them to the table.
Yeah, we
no
sit
longer
down.
appears to be on the premises.
It seems so. We should also look for a better place to stay, and we're lacking in funds. Well, soon to be running out anyway.
Right. If I recall correctly, we're meant to be relocating our golem head, right?
Yeah,
That will allow us entrance into the library.
that is correct. However, I'm not too keen on moving out while these two... Is anybody else, like, really injured? Aside from Rosa and Verity?
Sony is a half health.
Sony, Rosa
Rosa
and
and
Verity.
Porter, is it?
Yeah. Okay. I point to the three of them. They at least need a proper rest.
Somewhere better. Surely that
Preferably.
involves joining one of the houses.
That's what I'm worried about. Well, if you want, we can go see.
Actually, I am concerned and I would like to check out the temple.
You would like to what? Temple?
Check out the
It's where
temple.
we are going in the end, isn't it?
Will
Which temple?
I
Do
turn
we
to
know
him
like
and
to
do we know
visit
which
the
temple?
temple.
There are many temples, right?
the one that we're supposed to out of character.
Yes. Do we know which one it is?
Out of character, Verity is going to like just look around until he finds the one. But I think there's only one temple, right?
There's a few. That's
Yeah.
why we want
Or
to.
is it
being
3?
Several temples.
There were
It's
several.
only 3, right?
There are 2 known temples.
Yeah, but we need to figure out which one, which is why we're going into the library to check it out.
Yeah, but I mean, out of character, Verity wants to find out where the temples are because we don't even know what the temples
Yeah,
are.
which is
right
why
now.
we're trying to
Yeah.
get access to the library.
Okay.
Yeah, Verity
That
is like
changes things.
what he's thinking of doing now is just ask people around instead of
Okay.
going to
Give me a
library.
persuasion
Alright.
check for asking.
Okay.
So do you just are you asking around the town, the tavern?
Yeah,
or-
the tavern or like the barkeep,
Okay.
just people.
Right.
You ask around in a friendly enough manner, people tells you. People tell you there are 2 temples within Seagate. One to Emiria and one to Ula. My face up. They are an integral part of Seagate as they are built into the wall itself. However, it's not exactly a tourist place to just go willy-nilly.
So, like, from what we remember of Jorian, right? Does she have any, like, symbol on her when we saw her?
Not that you particularly recall. Probably the fact that she's a merfolk opens more doors than anything else.
Because, like, they're all merfolks who just worship either one of these, right? Would it be possible that they worship all 3 of them? Because the temple is for the 3 of the gods, right?
That was that temple. You're not sure about these 2.
Or like the people who were there, right? Never mind, you go look around both of them if he needs to. What about the less known one? Or they just tell us about these 2?
Yeah, that's all they tell you about the 2.
Okay. Then Verity will thank them and then he returns to the group. And he says,
I'm keen on looking into the temples. Perhaps just a visit. Yes. And I'll return to you all.
Is it wise that you go in your state right now?
when he looks at his own injuries and he looks at Sion and he says,
I will be fine.
Out of character, the temples are pretty far, right? Or are they inside?
They didn't tell the location. They only say it's within the walls itself.
And then
there are only few places with walls, right? Like, what do you mean by within the walls? It could only
Seagate
be
is the
certain
wall.
places, right?
Seagate, like the city, the
Seagate
yeah.
is a wall.
Yeah, so it's a wall, but so within the wall means within Seagate.
Yep.
Take a look at the picture on the map again.
Yeah. So like, there's only certain place that it could qualify as be within the wall, right? Or
Seagate is a tidal wall.
so they just say like in Seagate, basically.
No, it's in the wall.
So the temple is inside the wall. So you have to go into the wall.
So
I'm
okay.
in my mind. It looks like the Petra.
The Petra.
Yeah, in Jordan. Petra? No.
Oh,
I never looked.
this image just now.
I feel like it's
I
like
mean, I haven't been to Jordan before.
Okay,
It's
so
that-
so like to me, like that can only be a few places where it's
It's a good
within
analogy.
the
You
wall,
kind of
right?
buried it.
like if
Because
some-
there's
if
only
someone-
certain place in the city where it's wall.
The whole thing is a wall.
Yeah, but like not the entire city is. Everything is a wall.
The city is built on the wall.
So
In-
imagine like Attack on Titan, like it's in the wall.
More like Great
you
Wall
mean
of
a
China.
giant-
You're on the wall.
Okay, so we are on the wall right now.
On the wall,
Yes.
and the thing is in the wall.
So
Yeah.
so it's inside beneath us.
Yep.
Ah.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. I was confused, but now I know. So it's there in the wall under us. Well, they didn't say any directions. Is it possible to ask them for directions? Since it is a temple, people to go there to worship.
You should
Jeez.
probably figure out where it is.
Well, the merfolks control access to it. They don't just let anyone in willy-nilly.
Yeah, but people would know where the entrance is, right?
They respond the same answer.
So they don't tell us where it is then. Oh well. I guess, well, we'll go back to the library and find a direction of where the temples are. If we don't know where it is. No point going around city wasting time.
Well, primarily because all three of you have to rest.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll rest and we'll find.
If the
Find out
goal is
more.
to rest and then earn some money, is the best thing to do join one of the houses and perform some work for them?
I was thinking of that, but then the question is which house? The one I personally have the most contact with, as with all of us, is Bolaget. And I see this in the sort of the softest of tone.
I do know a person. His name is Kalish. He's from the Murasa house. I'm not sure how much he does remember of me because it was before we went into the temple. And he was handcuffed with me for some reason.
Kalish?
Yes, of the Murasa house.
Rosa's gonna say, before we decide to join them, we might, I don't know if it's gonna be imputed, but I think we need to clarify with them terms of leaving the guild.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, they're pretty adamant on not leaving the guild. For
Do
example,
we
it's
not simply just leave the area?
I guess, but there's a chance that if we leave and if we come back, probably we'll be in a lot of trouble.
Well, we could tell them something about contract base.
I think
Because as long as we are here, we assist them.
we could go to each houses and just speak to them. It would be a good time. We can take it easy. We don't really have anything much to do today, and I would really also like to see Officer blah blah blah. I
Tazri.
forgot her name. Tazri, yes.
And everyone, don't forget about being careful outside. There are still black robe figure with the symbol from the cult.
Also, funnily enough, it doesn't seem as if the officers are looking for our people.
You mean Burks and Moment?
I was trying not to say the name, but okay.
Where did you just do his head? It's like, are we not supposed to say the name?
More like looking
Off
around.
character.
More like looking
doesn't
around
matter.
just in case.
Out of character, they
Probably
would
doesn't
not know who a moment is because I used
I think you
another.
know the name.
Yeah, I used another name in
Yeah.
general when I was there.
Yeah, but just in case, you know.
But either way, Verity asked any because
Oh,
he has no idea.
And to your knowledge, I think I told you guys before. Moment is a vampire name.
Moment's a vampire name?
Yeah, so you don't want to say Moment. You can say Burks, but not Moment. So
Alexander, right?
So it would be Alex and Burks.
Yeah, so Brooks and Alex.
Those two.
It's good that there are no notice about them. At least we can be less concerned that people are looking around.
I'm assuming we're eating and talking, right?
Verity, he
No,
doesn't
you
eat and
take
talk,
your
he just
time.
talk. He only eats after talking.
Not everyone multitasks, Alara.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lara's eating and talking.
Verity only talks.
Because we're in a food hall and
Verity has shown no signs of needing rest or food to function as a paladin.
sure.
He does eat, but only when people stop talking. It's polite, you know. Not to talk and eat with mouth full.
No, you don't talk with your mouth full. You just chew
People
while
do.
other people are talking.
No. It's still not polite.
Verity, you're making us feel bad for eating while you're not. Why don't you
Not
eat?
at all.
So when the conversation is over, then only he starts eating.
Sure. Whatever it is after this is finished, I'm thinking of going to see Officer Tazri. If anybody would like to follow, that would be good.
That sounds like a decent plan.
And then I continue eating.
There is a chance that her memories have also been altered.
That is true.
But
I
we
mean,
will see when
it's
we
worth
get there.
it's worth an ask anyway, considering we're looking for access to the library, if she can. Did you find anything important or anything interesting?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, to Nerif.
Do you mean in the temple?
While you were looking for Jace.
No, unfortunately.
Anyway, I can only figure out where he is after we rest. I have no more
Very
good
well.
spells.
I think
I
it's
have no more
prudent that we all
good
rest.
spells, only bad
today.
spells.
Huh?
It is prudent that we all rest today. Yes, we're all going to rest today at some point.
We're definitely going to rest today.
We rest every day.
We have to rest.
Like, we could do a long rest now and do stuff when we wake up.
You guys can rest because I'm afraid that things might shut down after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fair. I think we just go and
Why
then
is
you
my
just
hit dice a
find a
D4? What
place.
the hell? Okay, never mind.
what kind
Oh
of
shit, my
math
hit dice
are
is a d4 too.
What? How do you wait?
The fuck are you-
Check. How do you check?
There was an update that messes a lot of players' character shit that turn it to a D4, so you might want to refix it.
We just change it.
Actually, Verity can short rest. He has 7 hit dice.
Go for it.
Then he can still do stuff with you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosa will too. She has a few more.
I'm just gonna click my hit dice, it doesn't mean anything. I just wanna see. Yeah, why is it D4? What the fuck?
You have to
Change
you
it.
have to
Yeah,
click
I
it
think
by
it's...
yeah, you have to
Just
click
change
the
it. Just click on it. You can
just
change
click
it
on the
very easy.
D4 and then switch it
Ah.
to a D8.
Okay.
Yeah, there was an update for doing something stupid like that.
Estupido. Anyway, yeah, so finish the food. Does it count as a short rest? DM.
DM.
Yeah. So after you finish the food, yeah, it's a short rest. If you take an hour to eat.
Sure. Take an hour to eat and talk. And you guys can do the thing.
Yay,
I'm
I
still
shall cover
good.
some hit points.
It's getting worse.
7, 5, 6.
Okay, last one.
Perfect.
Okay, this
I'm
is
only
alright.
missing 1 hit point now.
Alright, I'm above 100. That's good enough for me, I think.
I still can't fix it though. It's already a D10 in my setting.
Oh no, in your main sheet, in the core sheet, after the word
Yeah.
hit dice, click the bracket default.
Okay, no, okay, it's fine already.
Yeah.
Somehow when I tried to change it, it didn't change.
Oh, okay.
DM, may I roll mine since I technically
good
need to take a
question.
short rest as well for
Oh
my
no!
session.
Not yet, moment.
Okay.
Because you've been busy moving around and everything.
Okay.
Oh.
The
5.
9 was good. Oh, this 10 is good, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's
So
good.
that is 19, 14, 21, 24. I'm at 49. I'm at half HP. Yay.
I mean,
It's something.
I have literally 0 spell slots. Like, literal 0.
Well, we're not
Nah,
going
it's
to
fine,
fight,
it's fine.
so that's good. We're just gonna go walk around a bit and then go to
Yeah.
sleep early.
Yeah. But I got my Channel Divinity back. Yay.
Okay. So did I.
Then we go look around find Tazri, I think, right now.
Yeah, we go to Tazri's office. To Zari.
So wait, do we inquire about the golem head thing?
Yep, that is our bargaining chip.
So
Oh,
after short rest, you head out already.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, how much was the food?
The food would be 2 silvers per person.
Oh, SB.
2 silvers per person.
Okay.
Shall I just subtract that from yield party
Wait.
bank?
Sure, 2 silvers per person. Everybody
How
ate,
many
right?
people do we have?
I'm pretty sure we all ate.
Yes. Kalau tak makan,
Did
kenapa
you,
lah?
Verity? Did you?
Yeah,
He did.
He
After
did.
talking. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
throughout the meal for 30 minutes, he didn't say a word.
it's Verity, Alara, Sony, Nerif,
Rosa.
Rosa, Sael.
Yes.
6 peoples. That means 12 golds. We have 1,800 golds.
Sure.
The Mercy Killer said they will come soon-ish, right?
We'll have to contact them. Out of character, I don't think they're gonna be arriving anytime today.
Very soon. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
So probably tomorrow. There's a lot of sendings to do
yeah, this
in the
was
next
the-
morning.
good to have Alara around though, because we don't have anyone who can do that.
Holy Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so the next thing is we go to the
The
police station.
Yeah, the
Just
watch
outside,
office.
she stops and she goes, "Does everybody want to go to see Officer Tazri, or would other people be more inclined to speak with, Balaged, etc., about their rules and regulations?"
I think Tazri has
better
proven
now
herself
we
to
stuck
be.
together.
What?
Yeah.
Can
Nah,
we
We just go together, it's fine.
Can you guys speak separately?
Well, like they said, should stick together, right? Rose is gonna say, I feel like we should probably go and speak with Tazri first. She seems to have presented herself as an ally of sorts,
Okay.
not trying to take advantage or so.
Now what did Ben say?
I think given the circumstance, it would be best if we stick together.
Okay. And we all go to Tazri.
We go.
Make our way there. Takes 20 minutes,
All right.
if I remember
You
correctly.
make your way over to Asri's office, where the officers outside ask you if you have business or anything that they can help you with.
I fish out a note that I have from her, and then I take it out and I show it to them, and then I tell them about the sign that she gave us in case we wanted to speak to one of them outside, and then I do the sign. And then I say,
You look
it's...
at each other, shrug, and say, Tazri is inside.
Sure,
Go on in.
thank you. And then
By the way,
walk in.
on our way there, Rose is probably going to say that it's probably going to be helpful if we ask her about accommodations too.
Didn't we ask her about accommodations when we first came in? And that's where she pointed us to?
No. Probably. No, I mean, like, perhaps she might have something else that we
Anyway, you find Tazri at her desk, and in a contrast to the calm outside, there's several new bins here in which paperwork has been put into, and her desk is full of papers. So, and she's talking with another officer there, going, "Right, is this case still open? No question. Put it aside." And she turns to face you all. "Yes, what is it?"
I look at her and I'm like, Officer Tazri, do we have any news for the golem head?
Perhaps the better question is, do you remember us?
I nod. That's a good question as well.
Tazri is processing.
Sorry, what did you say again?
We asked her if she remembers us and how is the golem head, any updates?
And then Nerif say, the
Oh,
better
that's
question
who
is,
it's from. Right. Take it up. Okay, what was this about again?
I passed her the note, I guess, the one that she told us to hold on to. We wanted access into the library, and that you said having this head, since it's and I mouth vampire artifact, that it would be taken into consideration. But also to leave it here for a while so that you can check it to make sure it's safe.
That's the forehead. Right, the library still hasn't sent anyone over. I think they might have forgotten about this.
I could go visit the library to get someone here.
I'll send someone with you, by all means.
Okay. Oh, by the way,
We can finally get this out of storage.
we could help pull, but have there been any news so far during the day? Anything interesting happening?
Any news on?
I don't know. I heard there was some ruckus while we were away.
This is currently a strange time. I've had people pass reports from earlier, but they are not coming back to confirm them, or they're not getting back to them, or they are otherwise just abandoning whatever it was. So I'm clearing out a lot of paperwork. If they don't follow up, we don't have legal action.
As you ask,
How long since it has been this record mess? 6 days? A week? Months?
She checks the writing, looks back and forth. Seems to be a few days.
I see. Do you have any news about this person named Jace that you asked us?
Jace. She flips through the notes again.
Jace
Some
Bellerin.
strange man that I did not trust, and there wasn't really a case against him, though.
So he was just a suspicious man then.
Yeah, suspicious, but didn't do anything.
Alright. Also, I heard there's a ruckus in the library. Anything happened?
Considering we're going there anyway.
Library. I heard there was a break-in of some kind, but the library has not sent anyone to confirm details or make a proper report.
I see. Seems like a lot of things are disconnected right now.
Very much so. Anyway, while waiting for an escort, anything you can have us do in the library at the same time, we could just do it. That said, if we were to join one of the exhibition houses, what
Expedition.
expedition houses, what would be your choice? Who would be the most honorable of them all?
I'm not about to step into that.
Of course, yes.
Didn't we roll a die last time to find out which one we wanted?
We did. I forgot
Yeah.
what it was.
I think it was the Akam one.
A calm one?
Yeah. Like we rolled and we got the Akam one, and then
Yeah,
we were
either
like,
it's
hey,
Akam
the
or
Akam one.
Either it's Akam or Valakut, but a lot of talk was around Akam just last time
Yeah.
when we were discussing.
The red one. Yes.
Kinda
I
know.
remember we rolled and then we got that one. And we were
Yeah,
like,
but-
wow, what a coinky dink.
But our characters have like interactions with different houses, so it's good to
That's
just
fine.
like talk to them again.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah,
Just double check before.
because we have no interaction with the Arkam and Balakut house.
Yeah, we only have Murasa and Balagat.
Yeah.
Unlock.
So are we going to the library now, or are we going to the
yeah.
houses?
We're
going to the
waiting for
library
the
now.
dudes, and then we're going to the library to bring back the guy. So it's like,
And then you can check the
Hey,
head.
man.
We can get into
Yeah.
the
Ask
library.
Tazri if she could give us like a document that we can send to the library for an escort.
a police officer is following us.
Yeah, officer will follow you guys, escort you guys to there to confirm
Yeah,
that.
So then we go library first then.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Okay.
So we get the guy. He comes by, or she comes by, whoever this is, and we walk to the library.
Right. You head over to the library. One of the officers follows you, a male merfolk.
Officer.
Okay. There's a queue outside the library. The officer just tells you all to wait, and then he goes ahead, speaks with the librarians. There's some emphatic gesturing, and then their own language is passed back and forth. A bit more time later, one of the librarians emerges from a door and follows him and says, "Well, I got someone here to come and make a report and look at the object. Is it fine if I leave now with him, or do you need something else?"
No, it's fine.
I think that is fine.
Yeah, let's go.
You'll still need to go inside the library.
We do actually, but then I look at the librarian. That depends on whether or not this will buy us in for some time in the library.
Sure, if you don't mind waiting, it might be an hour or so.
That's fine.
I'll just need to get this fellow over to take a look.
All right.
Sure. Do we follow you back, or are we to stay here,
Not
or
sure.
we should follow? I'd like to know what that thing is, personally.
Okay.
Yes.
We do that then.
Okay, you follow the officer and the librarian back to Tazri's place, where Tazri seems to be all for trying to chuck out this head that's like taking up so much storage space.
Yeah.
Yes, I would imagine so.
It is big and heavy.
The librarian does a double take upon seeing it, and
So we discovered this head, and then I tell the location of the place. During one of the expeditions, and we were wondering if we could use it as a buy-in to the library because we have to look for some information.
this location you speak of, is it open to public?
Right
Is
now,
it safe and accessible?
it's not open to the public. The people we were with were from House Balaget.
You are from House Balaget?
No,
Soon to be, probably. We haven't decided yet, actually. We're unsure if that's a good idea to even join the houses. And I've been asking around. Apparently people are very loyal to each houses, or they don't want to discuss, so it's very hard to make a decision, you know?
Well, that is true, but how were you in there if it was under Balaget access?
Long story. Right now, what's interesting is the head.
Yes, we are trying to figure if there's a way to get in that doesn't involve altercation.
So the library. What's so interesting? We know that it's from, of vampire origin. But that's about it. I copy the shh. And I'm like, okay.
Yes, but itself is impressive, but now I'm curious as to the bigger picture. This was attached to something else, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I look
It's-
around. Which one of our friends in this party can draw? Like, who's the best?
Does Nerif have minor
I have
illusion?
minor illusion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nerif, would you mind doing that illusion thingy?
Yes, I remember the Iron Golem. Vroom.
It also had smaller versions of the Iron Golem. That was less painful. This was the worst, to be honest.
Yes, to scale. Zoom.
Interesting. So they were operational. Was
Yes.
there anything else in that area? Were they guarding something?
It
They were guarding some kind of forge.
Yeah. It seems the
But
whole area seemed to be some kind of forge to make weapons. There were swords, rusted now.
There were also animated. A
Armor.
wand, was it?
Oh,
Or
right, the wand.
staff. Magical items. They're
Yeah.
destroyed now.
Oh,
I do have the remnants of those if you want to have a look.
certainly.
Then Verity will take out his sack of broken stuff and stuff.
Broken sheet.
And one, yeah. Basically it's a stuff and one.
Yes.
All of the pieces.
He takes them, examines them, notes that they appear to be very, very mangled. And like, you can see him cringing and wincing all the while. What did you do to these?
Suffice it to say, as we
They
opened
were
the door,
also animated.
they got animated and began attacking us, and we had no choice but to defend. It seems whatever it is in that room, it was prepared to take out.
I remember the stuff was shattered,
Yep.
but the wand was chopped into something by Verity, I think.
I don't remember.
So
just
I think
remember.
the one is not that damaged, but I know one is like shattered.
Yes. I shattered the shit out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one piece that is not too shattered. It's just broken into like one or two pieces. Like, yeah.
Anyway, I'm not sure about getting anybody from the public into that area since it's still under survey.
He leans in a bit quiet and says, "If you can share me how you got in, that might save us a lot of trouble of having to go through House Balaget."
It was a
Wait,
teleportation
hold
mishap.
it. We would share it to you, however.
I don't think I would be able to recreate it though.
Yeah. Also, how much buy-in to the library will this information get?
You see, because if we have a method of getting in that does not involve extensive negotiations with Balaget, then we can rightly attribute the full discovery of the location to you instead of the house.
And technically, there were others when we went there, and they are from the Balaget house.
And the
Although they are
person...
not interested in whatever that's in
Did
there.
they,
because-
did they stake claim? Did they do work?
Yes, they had most of the ruin mapped out. It was just that one room that they
were
decided
afraid
not
to go in.
into because they detected defenses.
Yep.
Right of first claim, then. Well, as I said, if you're able to share a means that goes by your claim of getting in first, then we might not have to negotiate so much with the house.
Fortunately, we can't replicate the.
We do have
Telepathy.
names of the people that we were with, as well as the name of the supervisor. If anything, I have a way to make people tell the truth during any interrogation, if need be.
That's not really what I'm getting at here.
Perhaps you could speak to the group that was there.
If I have to speak with the house, then the house will claim library access instead of yourselves. Do you see where this is getting?
I nod and I'm like, I see the predicament. We do eventually have to find some way of... I look to everybody gathering income if we were to stay here for a longer time anyway.
Indeed. Perhaps we simply join the house.
Perhaps. I'm looking at his face to see how he reacts to us talking
If you
about
join
joining
the house, then that simplifies matters, actually.
What do you know of Balagat? Just in terms of how they run things. Are they one of the better ones? I say this hush-hush.
Okay, I will assume that you are not having this conversation from the officers.
Yeah, we're quietly discussing things away from earshot.
They'll say they are efficient and effective, but not always straight.
I think we can work with that.
Okay. Right now, they're the best
Bear in
bet
mind the
anyway.
history of Seagate.
Yeah, I've heard.
What about the Murasa house?
Traditional and tight-knit.
I see.
The Murasa house, out of character, is perfect for Verity.
Why?
Traditional and tight-lipped.
No, I think we go with the other one
I
because it
w-
solves all our problems.
Yeah, I would go with Balagat just because we know Supervisor Tessa, we know Jared, Ahilas, Rahidas, and Thurgal the Goblin,
Yeah.
and they
The
saw
total
us
Good old
Thurgal's
Thurgal.
quartet. And they can vouch for us if anything.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
And then maybe we get some money, stay in a nicer place, you know?
Yep. Sounds good.
Stay in the Balagat Bala hut.
But
So, do you have a decision in mind?
I look
out of
around.
character, what are you guys? I think it's okay. We can join
Yeah,
Balagat.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Group call?
Rosa? Moment.
Don't mind.
Well, if I'm in character, I would say I would not want to join any of the house, but also Moment doesn't have a saying because he's not here.
True. Can Moment join
I think
later?
I feel like we need to join a house to
Yeah.
proceed.
I would.
Otherwise, we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
I think like you guys can join, but I'm not gonna be joining. If that.
I feel like we can work with that, or we can try and work with that, and if it doesn't work, we'll just sign him in
okay.
anyway.
Issue that will come up in the future is if they send us on a mission, you can't come with us.
Also, one other issue is that I and my race.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So I could not, in logical, not logical sense, but I mean like in law sense, join any of the four houses.
Okay. Suggestion: we join, and then you can be like Batman and just follow us. And if that doesn't work, we'll figure shit out.
Switch a. In that case, I need to switch a lot of my invocations around.
Yeah, I don't think that is a sustainable thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean that, or wait for him to come back and then
No, I
discuss
think
it some more.
we just join and we see what we can do without Moment first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can be technically, if there's no supervising you, I technically can be with you guys if there's no
But
people.
then people will find out, like, maybe if we
Yeah.
exit, and then the other guys is like, who is that guy?
Yeah, true. Actually, I can do the door if something's well. You guys can go. Like we will.
That's a waste of spell.
Yeah, I have.
We just figure it out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
It's okay. Not tied to a faction might be good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Having somebody on the outside.
It's
I
just
put-
when you're with us, it's a bit like don't let people see you sort of thing.
Yeah. I think we can work with that.
You
Yeah.
can be like some freelance boy that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
hire.
Or somebody that we trust that be like, hey man, can you just
Houses
join?
are not known to out-contract things.
Oh.
I mean, otherwise, like, why would they take on a job if people end up like not having workers from the house?
It can be paid out of the people's pocket
Okay.
and not the house pocket.
I still think we should join first and then figure out if there's any.
Yeah,
Like,
we definitely join first.
We join first and then we figure out how to get Moment in or on the fringe. So I think this is important.
Yes. So I guess we tell the library person like, oh, yes, I do believe that if we join the house that things would be a lot easier. How should we proceed with you? Do we come back to find you once we have confirmation, or
Well, tell you what, you complete your joining with the house Balaget and return to the library and tell us with the proof that you're from the house and mention the head, and that should be enough.
very well?
Another thing that we probably should have asked you earlier is, what do we address you as? I am Alara. This is my team, Nerif and Co. I mentioned everybody's name.
Yes.
Verity. Rosa, Sony.
Meow, meow,
Okay,
meow.
so introductions are made.
Yeah.
Introduces himself as, I'll just spell the name here. Stratos.
Sartos.
Sartos.
Sartos the Magnificent.
librarian.
Librarian
The Merfolk
Sartos.
Librarian.
He does comment, those are some unusual names you spot. I take it you travel far.
That we have.
That is an understatement. If we build some kind of rapport, I'm sure you'll be interested to hear all about it over tea. Would be good to have somebody who knows more about Tazim than we do anyway.
I look forward to that. Have a good day.
I nod. And then we go to The
Balaget
Balaget house, where we read all the fine print,
We talk to them and read all the fine print.
all the
and, like,
asterisks.
Do we meet our old friends?
Yeah, do we meet
Yeah,
our
when we get to
chummies?
the
Oh, hello.
house.
Okay. You get to the Balaget house. You're not recognized as one of them at the moment, so the guards at the entrance do stop and ask your business. Deliveries around the side. Food goes from the kitchen. So what are you lot?
We're actually here to know about signing up. Who do we speak to?
He gives you an iPhone, says, I hope you're not doing a window comparison between houses.
No, we've chosen. I think our first day here was enough of a window comparison walking around. Your evangelist did a good job at that.
Wait, was it that guy, that lizard person?
We don't have an evangelist.
I think that was someone. I think that was another house.
Nah, I'm
That was-
just,
Murasa, it was Murasa.
yeah, I'm just
Murasa
saying,
was
like
the
in
very
general,
big-
they're all
Yeah,
like, sign
the
here.
The pushy
Yeah.
guy.
What's your name, Murasa?
And then the assumption that they all have one of them.
We don't have an evangelist.
Good. I didn't like them anyway.
Yes, but the other houses did, you see.
He seems a bit confused and he says, okay, give me a persuasion check.
Go,
Oh
talky
no,
woman.
my persuasion is terrible.
You're about to get advantage, then you mentioned the evangelist, which totally doesn't belong to the house.
It's
So
fine. It's fine. So 14. It's
That's
something.
pretty good. 14 is decent. We
It's
take those.
something.
he looks at you all and says, what can you bring to the house?
Effective manpower.
Firepower.
Indeed.
Power.
We are fairly capable adventurers in our own right.
What skill sets do you possess?
I go through the slew of everything Alara is good at from the Navy. So that would take about 10 minutes.
Wow.
And then the rest of us are just like, yeah, and that's just her. The rest of us do other things.
Okay, so you deliver it in military fashion, is it?
Yep.
So he stops you after the third minute or so and goes, so you're someone that can take orders without questioning them?
Yes,
Sounds good. What about the rest of you?
they do the same.
I side eye. Like, really?
Sony is the best of us when it comes to.
Let them speak for themselves.
Sure.
So he looks at Sony first.
And Sony
Okay,
blinks
this
at
is
him.
going to require some explanation.
Hmm? What do you need to know?
Were you listening?
She smiles.
My friend here is a performer by trade.
I'd like her to speak for herself.
Very well. Sony, tell the man what you do.
Well, mostly I like to do things for fun, but I'm indebted to them, so I will do what they'll be doing. And that just not just you will know.
You obey their instructions without question.
Mm-hmm.
He turns to the rest of you. Does she follow what you ask her to do without question?
I nod.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, she technically has.
Yeah, she does.
She hasn't run
Yeah.
away yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's never done anything that's like, no, Sony.
Exactly,
told you
she's
not to
always-
do that.
She's always like, what do I do? But they're always good. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she has to
Okay.
do something really bad. We say no, and then she's like, okay.
and she's like,
Is
okay.
it either a deception or persuasion check?
Who?
Uh,
Sony?
from whoever of the group wants to to stick up the most for Sony.
Narif.
Sure.
Who has the highest charisma?
No.
Well,
Man who's not here.
Out of
or,
character, I would.
or, or the Sony
but I'm not
herself.
here.
Yes.
Not
I'm
just
gonna-
yourself, because this one, like, he's asking for you. It's like, does she follow you
Sure.
say when he asks you?
Yeah.
Rose is
very-
gonna try and give a persuasion. Yeah, you see, she's
Oh,
still
no,
around.
I clicked it already.
All right, okay.
Yep, I got an 11.
I got an 11 too.
Wow.
He goes, I'll put that one on the sideline. Then he looks
I
this
get
time.
Ben.
He looks this time at Nerif. Okay, what do you bring? He looks at Mr. Hobo Wizard.
Oh, I'm wearing normal clothes
Oh,
now.
normal
What?
clothes. Okay, what do you bring?
I'm a wizard by profession. One could always use more of those.
What's your school?
Divination.
Oh, thank God. So I thought it would be another fireball happy mage.
No.
Divination is actually good for houses because you can like scry for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Divinate. Wait, just he pauses for a moment. And how do you use your divination usually?
Usually I use it to look into areas that may be too dangerous for more conventional means. Also, I have the ability to make it so that speech is understood in the event that we encounter individuals whom we do not share a common language with.
Go on.
Also, general protective measures for when things get too dangerous.
Do you look into people's heads?
No, I don't believe that is in the purview of the divination school.
Okay, so our character is Nerif of Detect Thoughts.
Nope.
Alright, then in that case, you're speaking the truth, and he says, alright, that's fair enough. You stand with the lady from before, so he motions for you to stand next to Alara.
I do so.
Okay, next he looks at Verity.
Verity be like, I
Okay.
big, I swing sword.
I clunky.
What want?
I clink, 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 clink.
Verity is he takes off his shield and he says through his helmet.
Well, I'm trained in all sorts of weapons. I can protect everyone and stay in the front line. If you have any questions, my job is very straightforward. I'm here to protect.
Can't hear you through. Well, he motions. Can't really hear you.
I could speak a little bit slower.
I mean, is there some reason that you're hiding your face?
It is for protection.
I need to see your face, please.
All right.
He reluctantly
Take off helmet.
take off his helmet.
Flips his hair
He
majestically.
He looks at it and says, well, last time we had someone sneaking in and undead and...
Oh.
So why are you hiding your face again?
it is for protection.
What do you mean protection? People want to hit your face all the time?
Well, I'm in the front line, so the helmet does help me protect.
I mean, why do you wear it when talking to people?
Oh, it's for the same reason. I have been through negotiations where I got attacked halfway, and it is really to protect.
Negotiations. You negotiate.
Yes, but for now, Lady Alara does the job. I'm here mostly to protect.
What was your most challenging instance of negotiation?
Well, when we go into different views and
I think he's asking for a specific, like, anecdote.
The book.
Oh
He
shit!
doesn't
Yeah,
have
the
to
book.
say it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, the god. I mean, that many-faced
The
asshole.
many-faced thing.
Yeah. Well, I've met entities that has such difference in view that
His name.
even after negotiation, people still
Went from being a negotiation to more of a stalling
yes.
performance.
We have to use different ways to get out of the place because we are in grave danger.
Basically,
Where was this?
do you tell the story of something?
He will tell. He says it's confidential. Unfortunately, it's under client's job, and I do not want to speak something that is off contract. You understand?
All right. So you can negotiate. Do you take orders without question?
Okay, our character. He wants to say yes, but he does do things according to what he thinks is right. So
So the real answer is no.
I would
Yeah,
say
Rosa has the same
definitely
problem
yes.
too.
I would say
But I think-
definitely yes.
as a harmony officer, he definitely say yes to his superiors. So, I mean, if you think about it in harmonium sense,
I mean, was there an instance where he did not take orders without question?
Have you ever been ordered to do something that conflicts with yourself?
Like for example, ask to kill someone innocent, even though the order was saying that it was a crit.
You did, right? I think technically when you made Verity, there was something like that.
well,
And that's why
he saved people from imprisonment. He was being, I guess he was being busybody with the meticulous. It's like he does investigations and free people that was wrongly accused. I'm not sure if that's not taking orders.
But that's not taking orders. That's doing more work.
I guess if Verdi views it as if they want to kill an innocent, then he will definitely not do it, even though it's his superior.
Oh, one thing you can say is that
Say that
Okay, let's
was
simplify this. Has Verity ever defied a direct order?
If it involves an
No, not
injustice,
No, has he?
Has he?
in his
like,
life.
yeah, in his life, like, did the officer before that does things?
pretty sure a lot of
It does
times.
not matter why or what. but
Okay.
if he has-
Pretty sure a lot of times because
Okay,
of his
then the
morals.
answer is no. The
Okay.
truthful answer is no.
Yeah, because if someone's like, "Yo, Verity, go murder all those orphans," he'd be like, "No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do
Okay,
that."
Verity will reply the man. What's the question again? What was the exact question again?
Will
I-
you follow orders?
Yeah, do
Without
you follow
question.
orders without question?
Okay, Verity will answer. I will not follow if it seems injustice to me. Otherwise, I will follow orders. I have my morals.
Right, go stand over with the colorful lady over there. We'll get back to you.
Oh no.
I think it's fine.
It's
There's
fine.
no way we're joining without Verity because
Yeah,
we go and die otherwise. So
exactly.
yeah, it'll be like, actually, he is most important in keeping us alive.
Okay, then he'll look at the last person here is Rosa.
And
Yep.
there's also
Right, you know
Sayel
the
who is
drill.
there.
Yeah, Zaya was there.
Sayel's gonna say, "You're not taking my bay. I'm not going."
Sayel's just waiting for his turn for now. So
Yeah.
Rosa,
Okay.
Yep, Rosa stands slightly straighter to be an inch taller. For what?
you know the drill.
Okay, he was waiting. All right. Well, I'm verbose in many languages, though none of them seem to be anything useful around here, seeing the number of water. And I think I'm good at tracking people, finding ways. So if you're missing a person, I could be on the scouting team. And also, I have a fairly heavy firepower. Range, though. Can't really do much in close contact.
He thinks a bit and says, "Do you take orders without question?"
You guys have not been known to do anything shady, right?
He looks up and says, "Please go stand with the colorful lady and the tall man."
Right. Okay.
Alright, he puts his helmet back on.
Rose is gonna say to Verity, they won't admit that they don't do anything shady. I think they're
That's absolutely the wrong question to be asking.
We know that they do things shady.
conspiracy.
Yeah, we were told that.
Yeah, and we're
Earlier.
like, we're okay with that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, then Sahil says, "I'm with him," and goes to stand with Verity. So he says, so the man says, "Okay, right off the bat, I'm all right with letting the two of you in," says Alara and Nerith. "But the rest of you are going to be on heavy conditional terms if you're even considered."
Right, let's hear it.
So he turns to Alara and Nerith and says, "Are you two all right with joining the house separate from this lot?"
No.
Yes.
All right. On what aspect do you require them?
That is my tracker. This is my muscle. This is secondary muscle. And
All right.
this
What if
is
the
a
house
spy.
itself provides your tracker, muscle, and secondary muscle?
I trust them with my life.
To be fair, I wouldn't let her down, and I've been following her orders.
You do realize that when joining the house, sometimes you might be split up.
We'll have to
Certain
see.
missions are of utmost discretion. Some others require, as you mentioned, firepower and so on and so forth.
Well, it really
Not
depends.
every group of friends is suited for every task.
This is less of friends and more everybody has a role to play in this team.
Alara, give me a persuasion check that's quite challenging.
Shoot!
Don't fix what's not broken.
Persuasion. I'm like 16.
I'm not sure how that works out, because with this house, expeditions are costly investments, long missions, and extremely risky. On one hand, trust is important. On the other hand, I am concerned if you all will end up joining the house and just sticking to yourselves.
Out of character, who is this guy again? Is he just a random guard?
He's one of the guards outside, but it looks like he's definitely not just a random person also, if he's questioning to this extent.
Yeah.
Don't join. Find another way into the mines.
I look at him and I go,
Is...
well, if you don't mind, we have spoken to... Hang on. Looking for the name. 1 minute. What is her name?
Which one, Tazri?
No. There we go.
That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, no.
Like,
What? No.
What are you trying to look
The
for?
last person that we met who gave us some sort of faith for this house was Supervisor Tessa.
Ah,
Supervisor Tessa. You did work for her?
No, we met up with her.
It was a chance encounter.
Are you confident that she can vouch for you?
I don't know if she will vouch for us, but she did meet us and spoke to us during a crucial moment. We don't even mind waiting here if you want to call her. But
I'll check with her, but I'm not calling her out. If she vouches for you, that smooths things. If not, it complicates things.
sure.
Any other referees?
Only the people that she was looking after at that time, which is Jared, Nahilas, Rahidas, and Turgal.
He thinks for a moment. That cool. Alright, I will be right back. And here's where I consult to see how you all treated them.
You were very nice to them, I believe.
Very,
We
very
totally
ambivalent.
helped them with everything.
Yeah, we did the
they
thing.
asked for, and
We answered the
and
question.
You were all good.
Except Burks and
Yeah, out of
Rugal.
out
It's
of
okay.
that,
Like Brooks isn't here, and
out
Alex
of
isn't here.
character,
So
yeah, out of character. Let's hope she forgets about me.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
she does remember.
She's skeptical about my character.
yes, but you're not here anymore.
Yeah, not
so
here.
we're
Exactly.
fine.
But she might say they have a vampire with them or something.
Oh, she didn't know. She was just like skeptical.
Yeah, she
Spectacles.
didn't know she was skeptical about my appearance.
Like, I have to re-watch the video to remember what I said.
Yeah.
Technically, we just told them about the whole miscalculated teleportation. That's all.
That also.
Yeah, and it's dangerous to go down where we came from.
She keeps saying something along the line that what do you call it, trespassing into other people's territory, because she adamant that we are from some other houses or something like that.
But we convinced them that we are not. So
Well, she keep repeating the same
Yeah.
same thing, almost like a broken NPC.
NPC ran out of sentences.
To Gulf's quartet. Blah blah blah. After a while, the man returns and says, "All right, be honest. Did you complete the trial of Dougal's quartet for them?"
Trial.
Define.
They were sent
Trial.
in to an expedition as part of a trial to see if they were suited for joining the house. Did you do their homework for them?
oh, our character. Yes, we did.
I would say no.
But then we promised them to not tell their supervisor.
I would definitely say no because they were going to leave that door closed.
But that also means they failed.
No, that's
They wouldn't have known.
Because it did says do not enter though. It was
Yeah.
shut.
Yeah, no, but they are supposed to
You can just say that.
explore everything.
Yeah, they should have because that place they would report that they didn't explore
Yeah,
unless
so they didn't have to.
unless they reported explored, then technically yes, we did do their homework.
Yeah.
For that one.
I would say we didn't because it's not like we did it for free.
Yeah.
Like, they persuaded us to.
Yes, I'm gonna lean with a no.
It's up
She
to
looks
you
at
guys.
him with
Okay.
a confused face and
We
goes,
ass-
"Not that I know of." Were
we
they under
assisted
some
them.
kind of probation?
You know they're under
No,
probation.
I'll say that we assisted them with clearing one particular room in exchange for some.
I nod.
And so
I nod in
Alara's
agreement.
answer is not that we know of, were they part of probation?
Yeah, and then Narif said that, and she's
What's
like
Nerif's
nodding.
answer?
Sorry.
What's Nerif's answer?
Specifically, we assisted them in clearing a particular room
Yeah, and then
in
she nods at
exchange for
that.
some information.
Okay, what do the others say? Rosa, Verity, or Sony?
Well, in my view, we did because they did say that they didn't manage to clear the room.
No, I don't care what your view is.
What are you
is
saying?
what is
Yeah.
Verity
No,
saying?
what does
That's
Verity
what I
say?
said. I'm
Say
just saying like
nothing.
literally what we did because
Yeah.
Rosa,
that's what we did. Is that considered
But
helping
if-
them with their homework?
If
Yeah,
Nerif
Ruth
did that, then
is-
Verity won't say anything.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just nod along,
Rosa
be like, yes,
is
that,
going
that's,
to
that's
support.
something.
What?
Rosa's going to support Nerif. She's going to say that, like the man said, we helped them and to do something in return of another favor. So, don't know if that's their homework or
Too many
it's
words. That might get us in trouble, but okay.
Does Sony say anything?
Nah, the man
Not
benched
even-
her, so she's benching
Not
him.
even paying attention right now.
She's
Just
snubbing
like,
him like straight up, like yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Oh boy.
Scratch heads, yell at NPCs.
He looks at Alara and Nerif and says, okay, I'm getting conflicting messages from the two of you. So what's the story?
Well, I said one thing, and then he said that, and I agreed with him because it's a continuous train of
Okay,
thought.
so you did clear a particular room.
Yes,
Indeed.
but
What was in that room?
that is up for. Fuck, what is her name? Hang on.
There was an old forge and some animated defenses, but I
The
assume
details of which
all in the
the
report.
supervisor would know, as we've explained to her and her only.
Did you, let me check. Did you actually explain to the supervisor?
We did carry a head out, so
Like a very huge head. She won't not
Yeah.
do that.
I'm guessing because I don't really remember, but there's no way she would be like, yeah, what's that? Oh, it's nothing.
What else was in there?
Is that guy asking or is this out of character?
No, he's
With the-
asking.
Yeah, I just say a forge and some animated defenses that were triggered when we entered the room.
Okay, did you tell the supervisor about the wand and staff?
I don't.
I think not specifically.
No, yeah, we weren't
because they were
specific about it.
destroyed,
Yeah,
so we didn't mention them.
yeah,
I think we legit didn't think they were important.
yep.
Okay. Wait right here. He heads back
course.
in.
Oh no, that fall guy is gonna get spanked.
Yeah,
Are there chairs? Do we sit on chairs? It's alright, we'll just make it up to them.
we are standing outside.
There's
Yeah.
chairs.
No, there's no chair.
Damn
We
it.
are standing outside.
You use your magic to make chairs.
Okay. So this is the part where he goes to Thugal's quarter and asks them individually what was in the room.
Good luck, guys.
And
Didn't
afterwards
mean
he
to
comes
screw
back
you
out.
over.
and says, well, Thugal's quartet is going to be doing more probation and welcome aboard.
Unfortunate. For them, I suppose.
Hmm.
Does that mean we may enter?
Well, let's get some ground rules down first.
That would be good.
Some of you may not agree, but if Balagat gives orders, you obey those orders explicitly. And we know some of you have trouble with that, so we are going to be specific on expeditions and missions.
I nod.
Do we have a choice in taking missions? Is there some kind of notice board that we can take from?
House Balagat prefers to select and handpick as best suited to missions.
I see. So
Those who have more to prove will find themselves assigned lower tier missions. We do not like to repeat the mistake of other houses. Aspiration and ambition are good things, but Zendika does not care who you are.
I smirk a little bit.
I nod.
So basically, the only rule is if there's an explicit instruction from Balagat, obey.
Okay.
A fair
She
request.
nods. So where do we put our names in? Are there uniforms, pins, any insignia?
Uniforms. Ugh. No. He says there will be a pin with the house logo that are passed out, but first I need your names, he looks around you, brief history, and if you have any criminal records, definitely that.
Criminal records. Do we have any? I don't think
I
we
have
do, right?
none.
No.
I look at him.
Have any of you ever been arrested in any places and like marked down as criminals or having the criminal background?
Nope.
No.
Definitely not.
100% nah.
Very lawful abiding Verity.
I mean, I cheated on the test once, but that was in another dimension.
You hear Alara snort a little bit like
Okay, we fill in the registration forms.
Yeah.
I assume.
because I'm hoping he's not personally
I guess-
writing
I guess
all of this down.
We ask his name since he seems to be someone of importance.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be like, I judge from the way that you've been speaking to us that you're someone of importance.
Yes, that's correct.
How may we address you, sir?
Just sir will do for now.
Very well. And then give our information.
What does he look like,
Okay, looking at him,
sir?
portrait here somewhere.
Ben is really soft on my side. Is it just me?
He's a little bit soft at times.
Mm.
Oh no, I think I deleted the picture from my library.
He doesn't exist.
It's okay,
He's
just like, oh yeah, humans / merfolk,
He's that Facebook
general skin
like
color,
blue thing, blue blob.
the outline.
Can't recognize all the merfolks.
Like his name is literally Sir.
Now he's a human.
Ah,
Human,
very good.
tallish.
Human, what, bouncer?
Yeah, human Sir.
Human sir.
Sir Bouncer.
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 First name Bound.
I'll put his picture up when I can find it again somewhere.
Righty-ho.
Balagat guard as a
Since you're looking the name, I don't see Jace's name in my
Jayce.
No, it's not in.
JACE.
Oh,
This is Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not in my what I call the library, my journal. So I do not know if that's a thing, a problem or something. Oh, I can't
As long
find.
as it's here. I mean, you only met him once.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
fair.
yeah, Jace.
Yeah.
Jace.
Do you wonder if he's okay?
I still need a rest.
He doesn't exactly fill up. He doesn't pass out forms. He seems to be taking his own note.
Oh, okay. Then he's
Right.
gonna have a lot of fun.
and just tell him then. Like, ah yes, we are here.
So you guys you tell them
have
you're from
come
Ark?
No. What? I'm not from Ark. We came
We were keeping
Came
that.
from account.
Oh.
What you talking about?
Yeah,
came from account.
we're not going to be that honest.
I mean, if
Yeah, I
they're
think
gonna
that
be
there were
shitty
important
people,
things that we mustn't, that
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
shouldn't
It's-
say, right? Like,
Okay.
we can't just be like, oh yeah, we're from Sigil.
no.
We
So,
came from
you
nothing."
okay? Names. You all give your names without anything
Yes.
hidden?
Yes.
So he
Yeah.
gets the whole thing.
Okay. History.
History,
I will start from when we arrived.
yes. I will.
In history, he's more interested in knowing how you all come together as a group.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, I guess the reason why we're all here together is because we have some information that we want to find out from the library.
Yeah, first and foremost
Yeah.
regarding the explosion of Valakut.
Yeah.
That is the story.
So you're concerned citizens from Akaum that came all the way here to ask about the explosion of Valakut.
Yeah, considering how volatile Zendikar is, we also wanted to know if there's similar occurrences here in Tazim.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just migrate here and stay here than remain near Volcano?
There's a chance that the volcano is part of a symptom of something greater, perhaps. I don't know.
Indeed.
It'll be
Zendikar
worth-
isn't the most stable of places.
That is true.
You plan to go back to Akaum?
At some point in the future, yes.
I'm still tied to Akam in some way. But this place is, don't get me wrong, this place is really nice. As a person who loves the ocean, this place is amazing.
He thinks for a moment on that. Anything else regarding your history?
I think that's it. Yeah.
What else do we put in? That's it, right?
So regarding your history, you came together as a group for this, and you've worked together before that.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
We went up. Well, we almost got to Valakut. And then we came across some cultists. Oh yeah, that reminds me, cultists. That's the other thing we wanted to find out about. Hang on, what's the cultist's name?
Wait, why did you go to Valakut?
We wanted to know what's over
The
there.
view of the explosion not good enough for you?
We have to know what happened. Somebody of your caliber would understand that expeditions need to happen.
We don't send our expeditions into volcanoes.
Well, you
They're
do send
about
them
to
close to.
erupt.
Alara, for your information, the cult name is Eternal Flame.
Flame.
Okay, I look at him. Does Balagat know anything about the cult of the Eternal Flame? Because we have reason to believe they're the cause of Valakut exploding.
I'm aware of a different cult here. You're not planning to get involved in them, are you?
Sorry, what?
You're not planning on getting involved with them, are you?
Not at all. I'm not a fan of cultists.
Again, House Balagat is an expedition house. We are not an anti-cultist house or something that goes and roots out such things.
Yes, of course.
If you're
However,